mouth, sight to your face, nigga, like them AIDS is out. How these dudes talking about they wanna put my
Isolated city, the lower levels of the marketplace building. Indestructible OG stood there looking at Dean, and from his conclusion, he knew he was dead.
How sad. I didn't even have to go into a blown state. Blue dream. Blue dream.
Indestructible OG heard a loud voice.
What do you want, you skin and bones? I'm trying to handle the THC manipulators that are downstairs. Where's Weedlow?
Before Blue Dream could answer, he heard Dean.
Skeletor. I'm not done with you yet. Oh no. Get the fuck out of here. You don't think it's too late for a comeback now, do you, Dean? I already told you. I don't need this suit to beat you.
Dean put his hand on the blade of the scythe and started to take it out of his chest.
You can't be serious. You'll die if you pull it out.
Blood started to spray all around Dean, covering his body. Dean took some of the blood on his hands and started to lick it.
That's gross. Oh.
A few seconds later, Dean stood to his feet, took a deep breath, and exhaled. His suit broke off of his body. His eyes were bright red.
You see, the bad thing for you, bozo, is that I have the S serum running through my bloodstream. Oh, now that's smart as fuck. Now, I'm going to torture you.
Dean took a step and was behind Deathsickle OG. Dean then stuck his S-Katana right into the spine of Deathsickle OG. Dean then thought to himself,
I gotta do this quick. I'm still bleeding out.
The isolated city, the higher levels of the marketplace building. Kush and Weedlow ran with extreme speed, clashing swords with each other. This is becoming a bad day for you, isn't it, Weedlow?
I was built in the image of bad days.
While Kush and Weedlow had their swords clashed with each other, Trainwreck took the opportunity to send her chains at him.
I see you dodge these.
Chains came revolving at Weedlow at a speed that looked like it could chop someone in half. Weedlow kicked Kush back, threw 2 slashes at the chain. This was not effective. Weedlow dashed out the way, but the chain started to follow him.
Not a smart idea. If I can't stop the chains, then I have to stop the user.
Weedlow vanished and ended up right in front of Trainwreck. But as soon as Weedlow went in for a slash with Hybrid Killer, Kush was there, and he chopped off his arm. Kush kicked Weedlow into a wall. Trainwreck called back her chains to revolve around her. Weedlow's chopped off arm turned into smoke and vanished.
Can you hear me back there? I need an arm and a leg.
Weedlow stepped out of the wall, with smoke rapidly revolving around him.
I'm going to fuck you up until my arm grows back.
Your threats have meant nothing to this point. While we're in blown, Weedlow blew out a cloud of smoke and then walked into it. He disappeared. What the fuck? Smoke cloud appeared right behind Trainwreck, and Weedlow jumped out of it. He grabbed one of her arms and then tried to push her head into the revolving chains.
Anybody ever tell you you talk too much? And that you wouldn't be as good if you didn't have your brother's help?
Kush seen that Trainwreck's head was getting closer to the revolving chains, and he had to think fast. He blew out a large cloud of smoke, and then touched it, turning it into a large ball of red energy. He then threw the energy at Trainwreck's chains.
Sorry, sis. This is gonna hurt a little bit.
When the red energy hit the chains, Kush snapped his fingers. Weedlow was fast enough to get away from the explosion. When he stopped, he looked, and chains was wrapped around his hands.
What the fuck?
Looks like you left one of my arms open. Kush chopped Weedlow in half, and Weedlow fell to the ground.
You idiot, you could have just chopped the blunt in half.
It's indestructible. Remember what Dad said, you bozo? How about you take some of that sweat off your brow? We beat this guy in blown. We didn't even have to go fully.
Okay, you're,
Trainwreck looked at Weedlow's body and heard him taking a hit.
Kush, he's still alive. No, he can't.
Kush dashed forward. When he got over to Weedlow, he was pushed back by a force.
What the?
Smoke filled the cut that was in the middle of Weedlow's body, killing it with THC. Weedlow then sat up and looked at his arm. Blew out a cloud of smoke, forming an arm, in place of where his arm had just got chopped off. He then stood to his feet.
If the blunt's indestructible, wouldn't I be?
This is the best fucking show ever. This is your boy Dar Universe, and this has been another episode of Weedlow, the man with the infinite blunt. Please join us next time. You know what? I can't tell y'all what's gonna happen next time because it's just gonna ruin it.